Good weapons are instruments of fear. All creatures hate them. Therefore, followers of the Tao never use them. The wise man prefers the left. The man of war prefers the right. Weapons are instruments of fear. They are not a wise man's tools. He uses them only when he has no choice. Peace and quiet are dear to his heart, and victory no cause for rejoicing. If you rejoice in victory, then you delight in killing. If you delight in killing, you cannot fulfill yourself. On happy occasions, precedence is given to the left. On sad occasions, to the right. In the army, the general stands on the left, the commander-in-chief on the right. This means that war is conducted like a funeral. When many people are being killed, they should be mourned in heartfelt sorrow. That is why a victory must be observed like a funeral. Well, the overall meaning of this chapter is pretty obvious. We should not hurt or kill other people. Perhaps there's an argument to be made that certain circumstances necessitate the use of violence, such as protecting one's family. But even in these circumstances, we should never find a sense of pleasure in harming others. If one seeks to find a sense of pleasure or power from the domination of others, this will inevitably lead to disaster. This is a desire that can never be satisfied, because, in the words of the great philosopher Qui-Gon Jinn,
"There's always a bigger fish."
If we seek to gratify ourselves by asserting dominance over other people, we will always be chasing the next high. There will always be somebody stronger than us that we will desire to overcome. We will never be happy if we seek fulfillment in this way. Hopefully nobody watching this is actually seeking pleasure through physically harming others, but this same need to dominate does enter the lives of many of us in other ways. We seek to dominate each other, if not physically, then financially, socially, intellectually, or perhaps most tragically of all, even spiritually. Competition is a part of nature and a part of society. The basic economic structure of most countries around the world rely on competition. While it may not be possible to participate in society without participating in competition, we should be careful about our attitude as we do this. Do we participate in the economies of our countries in order to provide for ourselves and those we love? Or do we do so with a sense that acquiring more money or status than someone else would somehow make us better than them? Do we read and learn in order to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us? Or do we do so with a covert sense of satisfaction way down deep in the back of our mind that we can almost ignore? A sense of satisfaction for knowing something that someone else doesn't. In our spiritual practices, are we humble followers of the high orders of the universe, seeking no more than to be truly at harmony with Tao and with all things? Or do we nurse a secret sense of spiritual pride in the fact that our lives are steeped in a deep spiritual experience that all the bozos around us could not possibly understand? This is a very dangerous urge, and will destroy even our best and most well-intentioned efforts at improvement if given its head. This need to dominate is behind many of the worst parts of hustle culture, and we should not think that we will escape its consequences if we allow it to crop up in our spirituality. I think that most people that have ever had some sort of spiritual practice have been guilty of spiritual pride at some time or another. I personally struggle with this all the time. It doesn't do any good to sit and beat ourselves up about it. If we find ourselves guilty of spiritual pride in any degree, we can keep this at bay by looking outward. Try to focus on those around you, their hopes, dreams, and desires, and what their needs are. Try to see yourself in them. It may be that your financial, intellectual, or spiritual resources can be used to help meet one or more of their needs. As we draw closer to the Tao, we will inevitably be changed to do this naturally, so our spiritual practice should always focus on this. In our daily lives, as in battle, we should not see the domination of others as a point gained for ourselves, but rather see these others as people who are just as meaningful, important, and in need of love and understanding as we are. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for chapter 32. Peace and blessings.